Firstly, congratulations, Ian. It's another win, and it's another win under the lights at Starks Park. How did you see the game? Chat us through the 2:45s.
Yeah, really hard game, really intense game, a lot of aggression from both sides, difficult as we knew it would be. Hamilton are not going to come here and lie down, no team is going to do that, so we had to make sure we're on our guard mentally. Physically we're in good condition at the moment, we're looking really sharp. We start the game like a train, we score a really good goal, again a wee bit of a high press, we get the ball and we score from it. And then I felt we lost our concentration again for maybe 8 to 10 minutes. Maybe a wee bit longer. We let Hamilton dictate the midfield play and they get their goal from it because they've got good players. The ball from Lawson and Andy Ryan in the corner, an decent striker, outmuscles our young centre half and scores a really, really good goal. And at that point, it's a very close game. We had to regroup a little bit at half time, try and drill into the players the mentality of don't panic, stay calm, stay relaxed. And they come out second half, and I felt we dominated the second half. To be honest with you, we didn't create lots of chances, but we had opportunities to do that. And as the game went on, we managed to make ourselves more comfortable. So overall, delighted with the win, delighted with the performance, and we just keep bubbling along.
The kind of sentiment, I guess, across the supporters that I was speaking about at half time was second half. There's a lot we can be happy with in the first half, but there's work to be done second half. So I think that there's a lot of supporters will be looking on and think that's a wee bit of a test of character. You're playing a team towards the bottom of the league. They come to play football. They were competitive right through. Did that give you particular pride in the fact that the desire was there, but the patience was there as well? Yeah,
I mentioned it midweek in our interview that we might need to be patient today. It wasn't going to be won or lost. Hopefully in the first 5 to 10 minutes. The players. You learn more about your players every game. We learned more about them today as a group. 1-1 at home to the team that's near the bottom of the league. How do we reply to that? How do we get ourselves going into the second half? And how do we handle the pressure? Again, it's about pressure. There's always pressure in football, and you've got to thrive off that pressure and believe in the pressure. You've got to perversely enjoy it. So you go out there and I felt a real sense of belief at half time, especially among the senior players. They were very focused on getting this result today. So I didn't have too much of a panic myself. We got a penalty at a wonderful time, which I do think was a penalty, a cheap one, but it was a penalty, and we score it. Again, Aidan Conley steps up with a pressure kick. And then we get our our third goal towards the end of the game, which is a really good imaginative play from Lewis Vaughan, and delighted for Liam Dick to get his goal because he's been immense for us this season. We've learnt a lot today about our players. We've learnt a lot about them individually and collectively, and we just keep them going now.
3 very different goals. There's real quality in the first one. There's a pressure kick that, interestingly, Aidan takes the ball and Kilconnell's getting nowhere near it. But I'm really interested as well. The third goal, it's really switched on play. I think it might have been Brad who sees the opportunity. Maybe the defender switches off just for a tiny moment. Lewis is round the outside, and you've got not only one, but you've got 2 centre halves coming out of the back post. Yeah. In front of goal, we're asking the right questions. Yeah, definitely.
That's our third home game now with 3 goals, so we can't complain if we score 3 on average at home. Then we've got a chance. Again, it's not always going to be like that. We have had to work hard for our goals. As cheap as Hamilton will probably see them as an attacking team, we have to work very hard. We asked the players before the game, if we've got a chance to take things quick, let's do it. We have to trust ourselves to be able to manufacture free kicks and win free kicks, and then we have to execute them. So you can look at it lots of ways. Today we win the game by 2 set plays, 1 a penalty kick, 1 a free kick, but we have to earn the right to get them, and we've done that today. And the players have responded so well in the last few weeks. They've got high intensity to their game, high tempo to their game, but they're also showing they can dig in a little bit, because at 1-1 at half time it would have been so easy for us to go into our shell, start knocking the ball long, but we still played the same football. We still took the ball at the back. We still played in tight angles, tight triangles within the pitch, and we still had that threat going forward.
You're now working into a zone where you've got this brilliant managerial challenge of having so many options from the bench. There's a bit about keeping continuity in your 11 that start and the 11 that have got you in an advanced position, but you need to introduce fresh blood. People are keen to impress. How was that today from the sidelines, and particularly having the benefit of Colin Cameron with you?
It was excellent. The players understand. It's a squad game. The boys that didn't get on as well, they have to keep the intensity up. They have to train really hard to put pressure on players that are in the team. We do have players coming back. We know that, good players as well, who potentially or have started games this season and could go into the starting 11. But at the moment, the boys in possession of the jersey have it. but they also know that it can be lost very quickly, and that's what they understand really well. They know their levels have to be high. There will be times where we change the team because of tactics or maybe formation, but I think, you know, even seeing Lewis Vaughan come back, you know, again, you know, played a bit longer today. I've said it for a few weeks now, he's ready. There's no qualms with playing Lewis, because you saw today sharpness. He won 4 or 5 fouls for us, which is really good, experienced striker playing, and he sets up a goal. So he's now chapping the door to get a start at some point. But at the moment, Kyle's doing really well as a young striker. He doesn't need to score goals. I just ask him to be a good number 9, try and hold the ball up, work the 2 centre halves, or 3 as it was today, and your goals will come. We're getting goals from over the park, which is pleasing.
I mean, I think we could speak at length about the fact that this division's so tight. We start the day in 7th position, we finish in level 2nd. I don't think I've ever seen a table like this. I guess what strikes most from your description, probably in our midweek get-togethers, is the fact that it's also an incredibly unforgiving league. So the challenge is about regrouping, resting and going again. How do you balance that in terms of intensity of training?
It is, you know, we had a brief chat after the game about leagues and positions, and we've never panicked at any point in the season. You know, I think at one point we were bottoms, mid-table for a while. Today was our first opportunity really to have destiny within our own hands, because we knew the fixtures elsewhere. If we won, we have to move up. It's not always been like that. You know, we've always been, if we win, we might move up, depending on the results. So we get a bit of fortune today with the results, but it's numbers at the moment. You know, you just look along, it's just a big row of numbers. We're third at the moment, but we've moved from 7th, so we know how quickly you can go down as well. So maybe towards the end of the season we'll look at that a little bit more. But today we're just delighted to get the 3 points. Really pleased with the performance individually of the players and collectively, and we just keep going now, move on up to Dens Park.
Certainly as Raith Rovers supporters we feel exactly the same. Congratulations again.
Thank you.